The most stressful question a college student will face is not about tuition, it's not about financial aid, and it's not even about their dorm assignment. It's these 4 words. What is your major? When asked this question, a lot of kids panic and they just put down something, anything, just to feel like they have a plan. But today I'm going to tell you why the smartest thing you could possibly do is to get up and walk out of that counselor's office, get in your car, and drive away from campus as fast as possible, at least for a while. And I'm about to tell you why. Hey, I'm Jason Ward, photographer, entrepreneur, and author of the book, Find Your Gold Thread. And I'm on a mission to help 1 million people find their true calling, especially college students. And I hope that you're one of them. First off, the system is broken. Colleges and universities are businesses, don't forget that, because they're on a mission to make money, and they have a huge incentive to get you to declare a major as fast as possible. See, I was a college professor for over 10 years, so I understand how these things work. And these universities operate under really tight budgetary constraints and deadlines. They have registration deadlines. They have departmental funding quotas that they have to meet. They have advisory workloads. See, they're working on their schedule and their timeline, not yours. But see, nobody tells that little 18-year-old sitting across the desk from them that they're being rushed into a decision that's going to impact the next 40 years of their working life. I have a 17-year-old son, and it's already started. Every week we get these mailers from different colleges and universities, and they're already saying things. Look, they're already on script. Just got this one last week. Here we go. 300 majors prepare you for the future. Can you believe that? They're already putting this word in his head at age 17 that it's time to declare a major. But right off the bat, the first thing I want to talk to you about is something that nobody talks about, and that is the financial risk of declaring a major too early. Here's how it happens. You declare a major in biology because your family want you to be a doctor and they kind of push you in that direction. So you take 18 hours of prerequisites, go through that, and then about 2 years in, you decide you hate it. So you go back to the counselor's office, you tell them you want to change your major, only to find out that only half of those classes will even transfer into the new major. So now you've got all these classes that you've taken and they don't even count for anything. You just wasted that time. The average student that changes their major is going to spend 1.5 additional semesters working on their major. In today's tuition rates, that's going to be $15,000 to $30,000 in additional costs working on their degree. And that's all because that they felt pressured before they were ready. Now, let's just suppose that they decide, I'm going to grind this thing out. I'm not changing my majors. I'm just going to go for it. Now they get out and they got $150K to $200,000 of student loans, and they don't even want to work in that field. They go get a job doing something else, and they pay all that money back because they chose the wrong major. But here's the funny thing, is that the financial risk, that's not even the biggest issue. Here's where it gets worse. It actually slows you down. Now, I know that sounds counterintuitive. You would think that declaring a major early would get you out faster, but the data shows the exact opposite. When you declare a major before you're sure of what you really want to do, you become a spectator in your own education. You just kind of la-la land, going through the motions. You're trusting the system. You're working really, really hard, checking off the boxes on your degree plan. And you just trust that the system's going to work out and everything's going to be okay. But you may be in your 30s or even your 40s before you finally wake up and ask the question, what have I done with my life? I don't even like what I'm doing. You'll wake up and wonder where your life has gone, and this is the recipe for a midlife crisis. I compare this to a thoroughbred racehorse that is hooked to a plow. It's not that the horse can't pull a plow, it's a thoroughbred, it's a horse, it can for sure pull a plow. But if it's not on the track where it belongs, it's going to be miserable. Now, likewise, a Clydesdale that is trying to run on the racetrack is going to be equally as miserable because that's not what it was intended to do. It may want to be a thoroughbred. It might like the sound of being a thoroughbred. And maybe right now you like the sound of some of these majors that are listed in this 300 majors for the future. Accountant, CPA, Attorney, doctor, dentist, optometrist. These all sound good, but are they your arena? You want to make sure that you are following your true calling and not trying to do something you were never intended to do. Be in your racetrack, run your race, work in your arena. I like to look at it like this. How many practicing attorneys are out there that would be happier restoring old cars or starting a business or something? It's not that they can't do the work. They're plenty smart. Just like you, you're smart. Heck, they passed the bar exam. They're attorneys. They might even be partner. But that's not the arena that they should have been in, that their heart pulls them towards. See, they survive, but they don't thrive. And we want to thrive in what we do. Now, number 3 is one I really want you to hear. And that is that declaring a major early could cause you to miss out on your true calling, because it really puts a narrow focus. It makes you laser focus on one tiny slice of possibilities. When at your age, you need the wide angle lens. You need to get a big picture of the world and look at all the options that are out there. Some of the world's most successful people do something that doesn't even require a 4-year degree. You see, they found their gold thread, God's intended purpose and calling for their lives. They found that one thing that makes them tick, and they followed that instead of some recipe of required courses for a degree. So try some things. Explore all of your unique options. You could learn a trade. Hey, a trade school is a 2-year program, and most of those are going to be far less expensive than a 4-year degree plan. And you can be out working, making money, and doing something that you really love earlier. You could start a business. Build something completely new from scratch. All of these options are invisible when you're looking at a list of possible degrees. There's no checkbox in the counselor's office that says, "Find my true calling." So here's the deal. The world is not going to stop turning and implode just because you didn't declare a major by August 1st. So here's my challenge to you. Declare your calling before you declare your major. Ask yourself questions like this. What do I get energy from doing? What would I do even if I didn't get paid for it and still love it? What are people telling me that I'm good at all the time, that I'm gifted in? These aren't just questions. These are God-given clues to your true calling. Your major should serve your calling and not the other way around. So here's your assignment. Before you walk into that counselor's office, take 30 days, or even a semester, or even an entire year, and try some things. Talk to some people. Explore all your options. Find people that inspire you because they love what they do, and find out why. What's it like to have a job where you really love what you do? I found the perfect Bible verse to go along with this, but I'll have to warn you, this one requires you to tune in, put your head on a swivel, and listen for the Holy Spirit's promptings. This is not going to be some booming voice like coming from a loudspeaker. It's going to be that little tingling, that little nudge in your ear. It could be a little stirring in your heart like butterflies. It could come from conversations with friends, some apparently random line that you hear in a movie. It's a coincidence. It's dreams that can speak to you. You may be surprised when you give this thing to the Holy Spirit how He will stir and lead you and guide you. And it's just absolutely amazing what He'll reveal when you open yourself up to that type of counsel. When the Holy Spirit speaks to you, it'll happen when you least expect it, and it'll come in ways that you never saw coming. So now let me share this verse. It's Isaiah 30:21. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." After teaching for all those years, I've developed a big love for college students. And I only want to see them succeed. And I've seen so many stories, and I know they truly can't succeed in life and have a fulfilling life unless they follow their true calling. And that's why I wrote my book, Find Your Gold Thread. And if you want to read it, you can at jasondward.com. And I actually encourage you to take my challenge. Go to jasondward.com/challenge or just scroll down on my homepage and take the Gold Thread Challenge. It's a 12-question quiz that will absolutely blow you away at how accurate it can prescribe and help you on the path to finding your true calling. Now, I met a young man at a photo shoot yesterday. His name was Kai. He's 21 years old, and I started quizzing him because that's kind of what I do when I meet a college student. I just start asking him these tough questions like, hey, what are you doing? What's your major? Why are you declaring that? And he was going to school for cybersecurity at, I believe, OSU. And I asked him, why are you choosing cybersecurity? And he said, because his uncle was involved with it, I believe. And over a few more questions and conversation, we determined that that may not be his true calling. It may just be that he did it out of convenience or out of pressure or what. But even he was saying he was struggling and wanting to take time off because he wasn't really sure. I mean, come on. You don't want to be on the clock paying for all these expensive college classes that you don't even love. You don't even know if you want to do it. Come to find out, this kid is so talented. He has such a work ethic and a heart for entrepreneurship. I think I've got him convinced that maybe he should start his own business. So hopefully I influenced him in that direction, and we'll see what he does. I love having conversations like that. If you've got a college kid in your orbit, ask those questions. Quiz them, make them tell you why. If this is you, ask yourself that question. Why am I declaring this as a major? It's very, very important to find this out because we're talking 40 years of a career and we want to make sure that it's right. So if you've gotten some value from this video, I hope that you'll share this with your friends and family, especially if there's another college student out there that you know that could benefit from this, or a graduating high school senior. Come on, hit my microphone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next episode.